This video takes place in real time over 24 hours. That's why it's the 24th one, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Please know that you are my...
I'm hoping that the terrorism we're about to commit has a positive outcome. Does that count?
A blind hope.
Hope for what? That Elpis gets even stronger?
I hope that this is the right password.
This is it.
I hope it's not H0P3.
Wow, it really wants you to consider your choice here.
That password absolutely can't meet the requirements either. Neither of these passwords are very secure, which leads me to wonder, why couldn't this idiot with the slick back hair guess it?
Well, you know, if you enter in the wrong password, it's going to immediately blow itself up.
Oh, hi, Victor. At least I think that's Victor. Either that or it's just some homeless man that walked onto the set one day.
I have a question. Why was destroy a valid password if any of the passwords would blow it up? She could have just typed Wasda.
They just put it in for fun.
Oh, she was going for symbolism with that one.
Good for Grace. I get it. That's her ascension to protagonist complete.
Yeah, it's like a Kojima game where all of the world building just leads to strengthen a particular theme.
Speaking of nanomachines, son.
There's the SLP suppressing nanomachines.
Kennedy, I give you the honor of experiencing my power firsthand.
I'm not sure Elpis is what you think it is. There's nothing special about me. I was never any king. Spencer wanted to make amends.
But you released Elpis.
I saw the other ending. This has to be the good ending.
Tell me.
Hey, congrats, Zeno. You're cured, man.
Leon!
You're looking a lot healthier now.
Elpis is Spencer's atonement.
I bet that hand that got cut off earlier hurts. Which hand was that anyway?
I can't believe how pathetic Zeno is. It's really amazing.
Amazing.
Yeah, like I said, Victor agrees with me.
Tim, you give me chills sometimes, my friend.
By my master's
You
genius.
should get that checked out.
Actually, extrasensory phenomenon. All my friends do it to me. It hurts. I wish
wait.
you'd stop.
What if in the final boss fight we're playing as Victor fighting Zeno?
There was no connection between Grace and Emily.
Do you know how much time?
Do you know how much time I spent shipping them as Gremily?
The genius.
Yes.
All virus-based weapons are useless. The world
That's
order
detestable.
will be thrown into chaos.
We wanted a weapon.
Again, Cody Rhodes over here giving his wrestling promo.
Anarchy.
Yeah, so I love this, that like, the whole villain plot was them misinterpreting Spencer's notes because they just had to assume that like he came up with like some kooky and convoluted plan.
It's amazing. They're even doing the misinterpreting the boss's will plot points.
Yes, indeed. Oh, man.
But an imitation.
Oh,
It's over, Victor. The connections is done with you.
Excuse me, the connections are done with you.
it's a little late for a grammar lesson, but it's good that it was the last thing to administer to him.
Oh. So, speaking of connections, is there supposed to be a connection to Sadler's penis tentacle from Resident Evil 4?
It's a cure.
That sure does look like the tentacle that once killed our friend Luis, doesn't it? In an alternate continuity that's not canon anymore.
And is also canon.
Oh right, I forgot that's not canon.
No. Every Resident Evil plot that has happened is canon.
Wait, so Luis has been killed from behind twice? I'm glad this is the good ending, allegedly. How good it is! Because it might not happen to us.
I guess that means they could potentially build off of the ending where Leon is shot in the face. Or a
How
sequel.
would they do that? That's like the ending where Meryl dies also being canon. It is Metal Gear! Oh shit. I've just considered that in the end, Frankenstein was the monster all along.
In the end, the love you take is equal to the love you make.
See you later, Grace. Oh shit, she fell out of the gameplay window. Guess it's up to me now.
I guess Grace was too young to understand that Abbey Road reference.
Grace!
She only knows the Beatles because of that one time that a YouTube video spliced together every time the Beatles said the word come into like a 5-minute video.
TikTok reels. It's TikTok reels.
Exactly.
And I will see he's brought to fruition.
You know what? We should be thanking Victor, because I can't imagine Zeno would have been a very satisfying boss fight. I'm glad he killed him for us.
Frankly, I agree with you. We've already fought a Wesker, and after he was cured by Elpis, he was just a normal dude.
Sacrifices must be made!
And Victor is honoring Zeno's legacy by monologuing just like a Wesker would.
Yeah.
What a twist in the end, right? That Zeno ain't got nothing to do with Wesker. He really was a pale imitation. Well, but then he got a little bit more flesh-toned. For a minute.
Yeah, he was the Kylo Ren to Wesker's Darth Vader.
Whoa, that's good.
So hey, yeah. Leon here is in control for our final boss, and it's Victor. Shoot him a bunch, parry his tentacles. At some point, he'll start like generating electricity and blasting it over the battlefield, and then he'll do a superhero landing.
Can I say that him generating electricity all over the battlefield is fucking insane? How's he doing that? Is he literally Frankenstein's monster?
Seems you're reaching your limit.
What
At
is
some point, he
that?
also pulls out his rocket launcher.
Oh yes! I'm so glad you could do
Fucking
that.
kidding me?
Argate, do you manage a perfect parry in this?
I don't know if I do, actually.
If you perfect
I don't
parry
think I
it,
do.
it goes right back at him.
Oh my god, it does?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
He spent a lot of pesetas on that thing, too. Oh, look at Leon, finally!
Oh, I love that. I love that electricity stock sound effects.
Dude, it's turned into
so good.
Insomniac Spider-Man all of a sudden. I actually really like Leon's transformation here into the superhero. Back in like the first time we controlled him, I mentioned that this is where the transformation from survivor to hero finally happens after 30 years for this man. He's embracing that the thing that he's good at is stopping villainy, not just zombies.
This version of Leon is like the Frank Miller rewrite of an existing superhero who's now old, tired, and miserable.
That's correct. This is absolute Leon. This is Sin City Leon.
This is Leon Kennedy Strikes Again. Which I suppose would make turn Grace into Dick Grayson 12 years old.
Oh, so that just means in the next game, he's gonna be doing all kinds of crazy combos. It's the Rose thing all over again. Wait, there's some leftover balls in the corner if you wanna hit Victor with your balls.
Now, we already used up all the orbs in the previous video.
Yeah, you're right. But I noticed you're not even shooting Victor there because of his awesome belt buckle. Wait a minute. This guy has exuded snake-like characteristics throughout the game. But that's not super snake-like of him, is it?
No. Also, real quick, if you shoot him enough while he's got the rocket launcher, he won't drop it.
What?
Put it for yourself.
I didn't know that! You got us both!
Yeah, this one I knew.
No! Wait,
Hang on, I gotta sort my inventory for that.
I love
Do you
that
hear
little
that?
nipple it has on the warhead.
I hear a sexy Chinese spy. Use this!
It's over.
But yeah, as traditional in the series, the rocket launcher will immediately end the fight.
I take it there's an infinite rocket launcher as part of the New Game Plus rewards.
As one of the collection point or completion point rewards, yes.
Yeah, Capcom, you've had 10 years to think of a better acronym for collection points. Maybe you should get on that at some point.
Boy, I do love talking about that. Collecting all those points.
I love cheese pizza so much.
Bonus points, BP. It's right there, please. What about unlockable points? Ups, give me ups.
Yeah, I want big ups. Wait, Victor's getting big ups.
Capcom, give me uppies.
So hey, we didn't think the fight was over yet, right?
Oh yeah, of course not.
I was kind of hoping.
So can you save the rocket launcher he dropped earlier and use it on this phase instead?
You probably could, actually.
Capcom gives Gideon uppies, but not me.
Yeah, the Giddy Up is actually short for Gideon.
So, welcome to the final boss of Dead Space 1 all of a sudden. I don't... Why does he turn into this? I guess because he was a tyrant class individual. He was a... Wait a minute.
He was a nemesis.
He was a nemesis class clone of Spencer?
I don't know if he was a clone of Spencer, but...
He was so Spencer-coded when he took off his helmet. And so that implies to me that Spencer was like, no, look, if I'm gonna have an experiment that at least resembles me, it's gonna be so jacked as to appear on the cover of Hymns. Gotta be 10 feet tall, it must be able to lift a man with one hand.
The fact that the boss turns into a giant monster with obvious glowing, pulsating weak points is the least surprising thing about this game so far.
I mean, you're right, but hey, Leon is really good at shooting glowing weak points, especially on children.
So yeah, this fight is basically a retread of like Resident Evil 3 Remake's final fight. Shoot the glowing polyps, shoot the really dark red ones to expose his weak points, and then once all the polyps show up, that's actually a great time to use the SMG.
See, that's the thing. Once you're a Resident Evil monster that's hit puberty, your glowing points become much larger.
They're like acne. Totally, I get it. I'm wondering why he didn't do this earlier.
I'd imagine because it was probably impossible to come back from this form.
Did I always wonder that about these bosses? What about that fucking loser in RE5?
Yeah, it's like how a honeybee only it's like a honeybee or a bumblebee only stings when it's in lethal danger as like a backup, because it knows that it knows that removing the sting is going to kill it.
Yeah, but imagine coming to this guy's office for a meeting at Rhodes Hill.
Plus,
Fight's over, by the way.
Plus, it's really embarrassing. I mean, every bioweapon has that time in its life where it has to ask the safe parent about all these polyps growing in strange
places. Could you imagine
places.
that photo we saw of Gideon earlier, and he looked like this?
With a lab coat kind of draped over one arm.
It's just all of the other lab coats that Umbrella has stitched together and draped over him. That's actually what killed Umbrella. They got bankrupted for buying too many lab coats.
He's putting his gun away like, you know, the gun really had the one-liner there.
You didn't have to revolver ocelot that thing. You could have just holstered it.
And that's why they call me Requiem.
Yes, he did.
Grace, where are you?
Grace, I just noticed you weren't in any of the cutscenes or anything.
Grace, did you know the real thrill of battle is loading?
It's almost like they couldn't think of something cool for you to do in this fight.
Sherry is just a figment of Leon's imagination.
God.
I'm trying to think of like the worst possible plot twists in the 20 minutes that are left in this video.
She's laying in the Family Guy death pose.
Grace.
Is that better or worse than the Yamcha pose?
Well, Grace is an anime nerd, so she wishes it were Yamcha. Instead, she's Peeta.
We need to get you out of here. Come on. Let's get you out.
You know, the best thing to do, I've heard, after someone takes blunt force trauma is to lift and twist them a lot.
Oh yeah, it's like the first thing they teach you in medical school.
Yeah, you know, it's like that song, Twist and Shout.
Bring in the Beatles.
All right,
references
Isaac Clarke.
back, I see.
So, you know how Umbrella makes all their facilities underground?
So that they can easily detonate them to cover up.
Yeah.
It's like they've got a contract with an explosives company to plant Semtex charges around all their labs, just in case.
They actually like built it into the walls, like a new architectural kind of phenomenon. It'll break out into public homes soon, I'm sure. So we're just gonna sit here and die, huh? Thanks for playing, gang. Hey,
just
wait.
gonna watch the lights go out.
I've just considered something. Yeah, we're in the good ending right now.
Yeah, see, in the good ending, Leon dies with dignity as opposed to getting shot in the fucking face like a chump.
This is it then.
Well, thanks for watching, everybody.
See, it's the light returning them home. This is all a metaphor
you finally
for
get to
heaven.
see your mom. Hey, it's that motherfucker that took down Ethan Winters that one time. But Ethan made him look like a chump first.
Leon S. Kennedy?
Umberized.
Depends who's asking.
Alpha, you read me, sir?
That's a typo. It's actually under eyes.
Yeah, they're safe. I got them.
You know, because there's so many under there.
Yes, sir. Mr. Kennedy, I have a message from Captain Redfield.
I
Wait,
like referring
wait
to
a
myself in
minute.
the third person for some reason.
Wait a minute. Does he mean Chris Redfield or just Redfield? Because that could go either way. Maybe we'll find out in the DLCs. Wait,
See,
was that
Redfield
Chris
is the
Redfield?
one who does. Redfield is the one who does all the work. Chris just stands there and looks cool.
Exactly, it's 7 all over again. Who was he referring to? Was that Chris Redfield?
I'll be damned. Can't believe that antiviral actually worked.
It was good to see all those dudes again, actually.
Thank God. I'm glad.
Yeah, maybe leave some of that vaccine for Sherry.
Yeah, really, dude. We
Okay,
need
yeah,
some
I
more of
just said
that.
Thank you, Leon.
Yeah, don't worry, there were like 6 vials. I think only 2 of them got used.
Okay, but what about Claire?
There have been more than 6 player characters in Resident Evil games, so there's not going to be enough for everyone. They're going to have to choose.
Do we have a dose for Claire? Do we have a dose for Ada?
They will synthesize more. They have the compound.
There's a more important
Unfortunately,
question.
we don't have a dose for Jake Mueller. He's going to die.
There's a more important question. Some of these folks are about to break out into zombies before getting cured by this fucking thing. Does that mean it would work on anything else?
Well, it's Prey Umbrella hasn't lifted.
I don't know.
Surprises.
Good question, ain't it?
I wish we could have saved Emily.
Grace, I didn't hit any of her vitals.
Huh.
She could still be alive.
Yeah, if it worked on zombies, like fully,
Can't save her.
that has some implications.
Leon is lying to Grace because he knows that she's emotionally vulnerable. He wants her to keep believing the idea that Emily could be alive at some point.
That's correct. You're right. Hey, it's false Elpis. False hope. That's gonna be the virus in the next game.
I just want to mention, if you're wearing a costume for Leon where he doesn't have gloves on, he doesn't actually like do the animation where he takes a glove off his hand. Like he just keeps on walking.
Clever. Very cool. Illegal ass old folks home.
I mean, we joked about this, but does this really mean that they just undid Emily's death, or at least implied that she could still be alive? I'm not sure how I feel about that.
It would be the first time really that they've done something like that. Why, which one of us had the question about going back from being a zombie a couple minutes ago? Which one of us was that? Was that
me?
It wasn't Nostradingus for once.
Nostradongus.
But yeah, I'm morbidly curious about what would happen if you injected the Itchy Tasty guy with the thing after, writing Itchy Tasty.
Dude, he would go back to his life as a groundskeeper and all is well.
So I am choosing to believe, given the ambiguity of Leon's statement and the context in which it was made, I am choosing to believe that Emily is still dead.
Uh-huh.
And that Leon was just saying what Grace wanted to hear.
I've got great news for you, Tem.
I mean, yeah, Leon mentioned that he didn't hit any of her vitals.
Tem, I've got great news for you. A broken clock is wrong once a day.
God damn it.
So yeah, I forget if we pointed it out or not, but Leon actually does kind of like have a little bit of sway for the encounter with Emily.
It's more than that, actually. If you click on Emily's heart, the game will adjust your aim so that before Leon fires the bullet, he will hit somewhere else. When I was making my bonus video, I stopped for a little while during that section to free cam around and see if he really did shoot her there, and you can't. You will not do it. It's awesome. I'll post a video in the thread of it happening because I got several angles of how they thought about that twist. They tried not to pull it out their ass, but what an ass full of a twist.
Look, I mean, we've already said that canon is extremely fluid in this universe, so I am choosing to believe, out of a sense of not wanting to be immensely disappointed, that Emily is in fact dead. That last shot we saw of her, I think it's more, maybe she reverted to her child form after dying.
Oh, like a phoenix kind of a thing.
Yeah, like she was able to die as herself. In her final moments, she was able to, pass on to the pearly gates in the form in which she truly was, as opposed to the monster that she was forced to become.
So here's a question for you. Do you think her cataracts would be gone?
Oh, that's actually that is a
really.
case.
Do you think they would be gone?
Possibly. That depends on what your religious views are regarding deformities and whether they're, or like physical disabilities, and whether they're actually considered like deformities.
That's a good question. Hey,
it's more of a philosophical argument,
Capcom,
I think.
Capcom's theory on the afterlife seems to be that you can just like jump back from it whenever you want to.
Okay,
They're
so this is a Japanese company.
that.
So what is the Shinto Buddhist view on this when it comes to reincarnation and carrying over like physical disabilities between your various lives?
I guess
let me jump in here real quick.
Credits.
For more context, you may remember Emily said that the doctors gave her medicine that gave her the cataracts. She wasn't blind to start with.
Yeah, so she wasn't born blind. Okay.
That's true. Does that change your interpretation?
There have been plenty of stories like where you see ghosts where they're either dressed in the clothes in which they died, or if they got their leg chopped off, then their ghost also has a leg missing.
That's how Japanese ghosts appear.
Oh fuck! I thought of the dumbest goddamn thing, and I have to share it now.
There.
So
lay it on us.
You want a nostalgic pull? This is making me think of the Animorphs, and how in the later books they spoilers, I guess. In the later books, they recruit kids from some like hospital, and some of the kids, when they morph back to human, they're cured because the things happened to them after they were born. They weren't born with the defects. The kids that had the defects morphed back with the defects again.
I did read Animorphs as a kid, but I don't think I got very far.
That almost feels worse, man. That, like, a kid who was blind from birth will animorph back and be blind again, but a kid with astigmatism will just have it gone and be like, oh, fuck, dude, when I got that when I was a kid, I thought I'd never go away. And blind kid's like, yeah, I wish my chainsaw hands were gone, too.
Wait, I just saw Jane Perry's name in the cast. She's the woman
right.
that played Diana.
Alyssa!
Yeah, she played Diana in the newer Hitman games. And was also the tutorial voice in Hitman Absolution, but did not play Diana in that game.
It made me
I'm just happy I was able to make a 90s reference.
Thank you. Thank you all for going on this nostalgia trip with us. To you viewers as well. Because, it was so much fun to have this like throwback to a game that itself is not that old. RE2, not that old. The original RE2,
now you gotta redo the Let's Play, but with the
old.
Italian dub.
It's hilarious.
I'm good.
French Grace is terrifying sounding. The screams sound like they were really torturing her ass in the booth.
No, in the Italian dub, after Grace fires the Requiem, she goes, that's a spicy meatball.
No, that's the Italian-American dub. That's a whole different cast.
Dude, in the Italian dub, everyone speaks Italian except the chef zombie who still speaks English. You can understand him fine, because he already was Italian. It's like in MGS3 when they go, your Russian is superb. Y'all, this game is fantastic. What do you guys think of this game?
I like this game a lot. It is a joy to play. Like, it is a great, it's both a great, like, nostalgia trip through the 30-some years of Resident Evil, and also like a greatest hits to onboard new people with.
Yeah, I really like RE9. I have minimal gripes, but I like it a lot.
I'm not sure whether I'd recommend this to a first timer though. Like, I know that we've discussed this before, there is a distressing phenomenon of people for whom Metal Gear Solid 4 was their first Metal Gear game, to which I can only describe what the hell must have that have felt like, and how did you keep going? Like, nothing makes sense if you don't understand everything else.
I bet that would have been terrifying and cool.
I wonder if I've told this rental store story. Somebody rented MGS4 from us at Hollywood Video, and they came back and returned it early because it was nothing but ads.
I just kept flipping the channels, and it was funny, but
They couldn't wait 5 fucking minutes to see the cutscene start.
That's like the ultimate filter. Like, if you have to go through 5 minutes of unskippable commercials, and then you're ready for Hideo Kojima.
I think the biggest difference between like MGS4 and Requiem is that like Requiem's plot is at least mostly standalone. Like, yeah, it leans a little bit on like Spencer's legacy and
so you're
Leon's
right.
everything from Resident Evil 2 and 4 remakes, but like for the most part, like you can enjoy this game by itself a lot better than you could MGS4.
I'll give you an example. At the end there, Leon pulled off his glove and he had a wedding ring on, but they haven't really mentioned at once, not one time, that he had a spouse during the story, or that it's anyone we know from previous Resident Evil game.
Yeah,
Someone
like
seeing that, not having really known much about Resident Evil, isn't going to be like, oh fuck, he married Ada Wong. They're going to be like, his wife Giselle is so nice that I don't know.
I think I mentioned before that my ideal philosophy when it comes to fan service is that the reference should be an added layer to an existing punchline. Like, the beat needs to work on its own, and then having that extra context adds an extra layer to it, as opposed to just being the reference.
That I also agree with. There are 2 times in the past 2 videos that happened. The first time, Leon quoted himself from a different video game when he was like, I feel like $1 million. Second time, he quoted Ada, and I feel like both times are in a way valid, because like, if you hadn't played it, you wouldn't know that those are from other games. But then you could go play those games and find that out. It doesn't matter that they're from other games, because it's still like a fucking cool, heroic, manly ass thing for him to say, covered in gore.
So the thing I was trying to say earlier was, I think a newcomer would be more readily able and willing to accept Spencer's like attempt at redemption.
I can see that. Yes, yeah, his Red Dead Redemption.
There's a slight flaw in your plan, Liquidy Poo, though, which is that Resident Evil 5 is one of the best-selling games in the franchise.
But not many people, I feel, care too deeply about the lore of these games. And this one is unique in my opinion, because this one was made directly for people who are fans of the lore. And I admire that a lot. Because Gideon finally took off his helmet and he looked exactly like fucking Spencer. What do you think that implied? What do you think, he just cosplays as Spencer like Xeno was cosplaying as Wesker? There's depth there that they didn't tell us, because like, we're fans of the series and we can read it.
It is genuinely kind of impressive that like they managed the balancing act of like making this game for fans of the series and also as like, something that new fans could enjoy.
I agree. I said at the start of this when you asked that, I think it was you who asked. I said that I thought that a fan and a first-time player would have a completely different experience, and a new player would have a terrible time. I was wrong, having seen the whole thing again. I think I was wrong.
I'm looking for the disclaimer. Many zombies were harmed in the making of this game.
Yeah, the BSAA has a disclaimer
zombies.
At the end.
Honestly, the thing I'm most disappointed about, I think, in terms of a story that I otherwise liked, actually, let's wait until the end of this post-credits scene, see if it comes back.
And Sherry's okay?
What about Claire?
Emily, Yeah, she's doing
Oh,
great.
for fuck's sake, come on.
I'm actually teaching her how to read.
With her
Grace.
Tongue, that's right, with her tongue. She's a licker now.
Oh no.
Very athletic in her youth.
Where's that report?
Sorry.
This guy didn't get fired after what happened?
Yeah, he should be in a cell.
He has tenure.
To be fair, like,
With
Gideon
her
just
eyes.
had a lot of pull in Gideon had a lot of pull with the FBI. Like, I don't think Grace's boss actually knew, like, he was sending her off to
Wait, there's
almost
another one?
dying. Oh yeah, there's another one.
Remaining BSAA forces have been neutralized.
And thank God for it.
Achieving the objective before they send in the wolves.
Okay, so I was about to mention that I was kind of disappointed that they didn't lean more into the BSAA hypocrisy that had been set up at 8, but it sounds like they're kind of leaving that thread open for the next game. I'm going to give it one more chance. Like I want to see the BSAA becoming the thing they swore to destroy, and thus becoming the villains of like the next narrative cycle.
The big shitty asshole artists will return in RE10.
I'm gonna call it now, and I'm gonna be wrong. RE10 is going to be Resident Evil Reload.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Oh, like Metallica. Fantastic.
Yeah, LO for 10.